Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I will share with you a story unlike any other, a story of a man who stood alone for nearly 1,000 years, a man of unwavering faith and unshakable patience, a prophet of Allah, Nuh alayhi salam. Long, long ago, the earth was filled with peace and hearts beat in remembrance of Allah. But as time passed, generations turned away. The remembrance of their Lord faded into silence. Where sujud once adorned the land, now stood towering idols, stone and wood, worshipped in place of the Creator. The hearts of men grew cold, their eyes blind to truth, their ears deaf to guidance. Then, in the silence of this darkness, Allah sent a light. Nuh alayhi salam was chosen, not for his wealth, not for his status, but for his sincerity, his truthfulness, his devotion. He stood before his people and called out with love, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity but Him. I fear for you the punishment of a terrible day." He invited them, patiently, gently, relentlessly, day after day, night after night, in secret and in public. He called them back to their Lord. But how did they respond? They mocked him, they laughed at him, they plugged their ears and turned their backs. "You're just a man like us," they said. "What makes you special? Why would Allah choose you? A carpenter? A preacher? You're mad." And still, he did not give up. For 950 years, he called them. 950 years of insults, of rejection, of being ignored by his own people. He watched children grow into adults, and those adults teach their children to hate him. Yet Nuh alayhi salam remained firm, because he was not calling them to himself, he was calling them to Allah. Then, after centuries of patience, Allah revealed to Nuh alayhi salam the truth. None of your people will believe, except those who already have. It was not defeat. It was a divine turning point, and then came the command. Build the ark under our watchful eye and according to our instructions. So he began on dry land, beneath a clear sky, far from any ocean. He built a ship with wood and nails, with sweat and prayer, with faith as his compass. Each strike of the hammer echoed through the valleys. And again, they laughed. "Look at him, building a ship in the middle of the desert. He's lost his mind." But Nuh alayhi salam did not respond. He kept building because he knew a storm was coming. Then the miracle unfolded. From every direction they came, pairs of animals, walking side by side, lions and lambs, birds and beasts, obeying the will of their Creator. The disbelievers watched in awe, yet their hearts remained blind. The believers boarded, only a few, a handful, but enough for the next chapter of life to begin. And then, the door. "O my son, ride with us. Do not be among the disbelievers." But his son replied, "I will take refuge on a mountain. It will protect me from the water." And Nuh as responded, voice trembling, "There is no protection today from the command of Allah, except for those upon whom He has mercy." And then a wave came between them, and he was gone. The sky split open, rain poured like never before. The earth burst forth with water, water from above, water from below, water from every direction. It rose, above trees, above homes, above mountains, until there was no soul left, except what was on the ark. The screams of those left behind were drowned by the roar of the flood, a flood of punishment, a flood of justice, and then silence. The rain stopped, the skies cleared, and the ark came to rest upon Mount Judy. The earth was washed, cleansed. Nuh as descended, he looked out over a new world, and prostrated in gratitude, the doors of the ark opened, and life began again. Green returned, birdsong filled the skies. The mercy of Allah descended upon the earth once more, and Allah honored his servant. Peace be upon Nuh among all the worlds. He had succeeded, not in numbers, not in victory as the world sees it, but in patience, in obedience, in faith. The story of Nuh as is not just history, it is a lesson of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, of Sabr, patience in the face of mockery, of Dua, a sincere cry from the heart, of mercy when all hope seems lost. So remember, when you are alone, when the world turns its back, when your prayers seem unanswered, remember the ark, remember the flood, remember Nuh alayhi salam.